Hello everybody, thanks for joining me again. Probably going to be a short video this week. Just wanted to catch up with you, tell you what I've been up to. Not been filming much lately, leading up to Christmas, lots of Christmas parties, lots of preparation to do, so I've been concentrating just on photography. So I'm cheating a little bit this morning. I said I was going to cycle around Brixham in the area, but this morning I've just walked to Battery Gardens. And this is where I've been trying to take most of the photographs of the birds. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you'll have seen what I've been up to. As you can see, this small little park here has lots of different trees, and there's a real concentration of small birds here. And got the view out to sea as well. Lovely spot to cycle to if you're coming this way. And if you're in Brixham, that's a lovely place to quick walk around the coast. People put some food out for the birds as well. All sorts here. There's some firecrests and goldcrests in this corner, and some long-tailed tits as well. So been trying to take photographs of them. I was here last week with my 200 to 600mm lens, but today I've just come out with the 70 to 350. Easier to handle, and I might get lucky still. Well, as you'll probably know, wildlife photography has very little luck in it. You have to try very hard, and it took me 6 to 7 hours over the last 2 weekends to get these photographs. This first one of the firecrest I really like. This was taken with the 200 to 600mm lens. The dark background really makes the bird stand out, and there's not a pin sharp focus, but it's good enough. I fired off quite a lot of shots, and this one just sat still long enough to take this sharp image. So I'm pleased with this and what I came out to capture. This one was taken with the 70 to 350mm lens, so I have had to crop this image in to make the bird this large in the frame. Now these long-tailed tits, as you'll know if you've ever watched them, tend to fly around in the tops of the trees and in the canopy and seldom come down low enough to get a good shot, hence the highlights in the background. And the light on the bird wasn't good either, but still pleased I've managed to get this photo. Anyway, moving on, there's plenty of other things to see in Battery Gardens. So the other thing I wanted to do was try and capture something of the park itself, especially with the sun coming through the trees and the leaves that were left. So this first image is probably my favourite. I tried to make it as simple as possible. I just focused in on the tip of this branch and then moved around trying to get a very minimal background that reflected the foreground. So really pleased with this. I haven't done anything to the colour or anything else. Very nice. And if you watch me, you know I like some minimalist photographs. So this, I think it's a birch, I'm not sure. The bark looks too good for a birch tree, but the contrast between the bark of the tree and the dark background and the band across the trunk helps as well. Really like this, and this is what I'm starting to look for in the wildlife shots as well. So while the robin's looking at me, I thought I'd show you some of these combinations of wildlife and trying to get some better composition. So I started with this photograph of the long-tailed tit, and all I've done is pulled the crop out a little bit more, put the bird over to the right hand side. Not sure if the blurred leaf in the bottom left hand corner helps, but I think this is a better composition than the other one. But then this one really works. So this thrush lands on the branch for me right next to this little shoot and looks across at it. So what better composition? There's the rule of thirds with the shoot on the left hand side and the thrush on the right, and a nice uncomplicated background too. Now this one's a little bit more complicated, so I could have zoomed in on this bird, but I quite like the branches it was hanging from on the right hand side. Also the leaf in the top right I liked as well. The bird's looking into the left hand side of the frame, so I've left some negative space there, leaving the bird in the middle, and the colours are nice as well, so quite pleased with that. And lastly, this I really like. So somewhere in the middle there is a goldfinch, and but it's the colour of the photograph I like, and the way these dried twigs or whatever they are, the foliage just spread out from the centre, and there's a square crop with the bird small in the middle. Lovely shot. Well, I think that's enough for today. Just a short catch up. I'll see you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But for now, cheerio.